Welcome to another episode of Reality Check with Fresh, and today I'm here with one of the biggest entrepreneurs here in Abakaliki City. So, nice to meet you, sir. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Bethran Chimezie.
Okay, nice to meet you, sir.
It's a pleasure.
All right. So, what do you do for work? What is your business line? What are you into?
Well, I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I'm a freelancer.
Okay.
I'm an agent banker.
Okay.
So for the meantime, these are things I do.
Okay. All right. So I know that you have one of the biggest viewing center here in Ebonyi State. You know, where people watch football and all. So since when have you been into that line of work? When did you start, and what was the startup story? What was it like when you were starting up? What motivated you to start up such a business here in Ebonyi State?
Sometimes life push you to a particular point, okay, and you have to think outside the box.
Yeah.
So it was after my NYC, okay, and I thought of what next after NYC.
Yeah.
Knowing the country that we are in, if government did give you a job, you have to find a way to survive.
Yeah.
So I thought of, if I should come back after my NYC, what next should I be doing?
Yeah.
And that's when the idea of setting a football viewing center came to my mind.
Okay.
And I started that since 2010.
2010.
Yeah,
okay.
It's almost 15 years now.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of time.
Yes. Yeah. I've been in the business, we have been consistent. And over the years, it has really helped improve my life as a person.
Okay.
And there are challenges
to the work.
Yeah, to the work, but we thank God it's really paying.
All right. So you mentioned earlier that you went to school. So it's not as if you don't know anything.
Of course, I'm a graduate.
Okay. So why didn't you pursue the career that made you to go to that part to school? Why did you pursue the career?
Well, before I got admission, I love business.
Okay.
Anything business, I have passion for it.
Yeah.
And before I got into university, I did some petty sellings. Yeah. And it all worked fine for me. So I now thought of if I should go into university. Though before then, my passion, because I wanted to study, was banking and finance.
Okay.
Yes. Ask me the reason why. I love people that dress so neat.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was just the reason I had.
You wanted to
study
banking.
Yes. I wanted to be in the banking field because I thought of a work that you dress neatly and come back neatly. So it motivated me to be a banker.
Yeah.
So along the line, I deviated. I now find out that I have more interest in business than being in bank. Yes, okay. But I was lucky at a point. Immediately after my graduation, I got a banking job.
Okay.
Yes, that I did for some years before I now dropped out. And
so focus on
other
business,
other things. Yes. Okay. So after my NYC, I came back. I called my friends to look at these are things I wanted to do. I now came up with an idea. There was no money to do that. Yeah. But I had good relationship with a lot of people.
Okay.
So when I now contacted them, I now told them, please, if they can borrow me some money.
Okay. To start up something.
They have a business I want to start up with. Some gave me a check, and I got some necessary items that was needed for the business. And immediately after that, then I have a doctor friend, Dr. Emeka Eze. So after I got the ones that I was able to get, then I now met my friend. He gave me some television. One, let's see, when you come to viewing center, there are things that are necessary. The basic things that you need. You need television, you need decoder, DSTV, per se, and you need generator. These are the three basic things
you need.
Then after you might have secured your location where you want to set up the business. So after then, I now got one television. And I bought a generator. I passed my neighbor then. Yes. And I bought a DSTV. From then, I now started up. So I now have to go to a particular place. I met one man who is late now. He's a family friend. So he have an empty space at Udemezu then. Okay. I now asked him if please we can use the place. Yes. Yeah, he said, okay. The place was so bushy. Imagine that I called to come and clear the place. I have to run away because this was a dumping site. Okay. It was a dumping site at that point. So after almost, they will now set up the business. we started with a batcher, zinc. I went to one of the market there. I got this old zinc, and we put things together. And I brought bench. I was borrowing bench from all these Catholic people I used to do rosary.
Reading.
These they are evening prayers. Yes. There was one woman I know then. So every time that we have match, I would go there and borrow some benches. And then my doctor friend was borrowing one of his television because
for the
viewing centers. So. And he gave me his keys of his house every time that I needed to watch match, even if it's 1 a.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m., even if it's 12 a.m. in the night.
You can have access to the place.
Yes, I'll go and get the television. Immediately I finish, I will still return it back to his house. Place, So we started like that, gradual. People were coming. One thing about football is that it's youthful things. Guys like a lot of football. Yes. Then there were a few places there that we were watching ball. We have one at Annan Ward then and some other places. So it was not that rampant. Yeah. But I was watching before I now set up my own. I was watching all those places before I now set up my own. So it's after some time that the service of those people are no longer that I now have to come to set up my own. So after then, we started doing, people started coming gradual. Do you know how much we were collecting that time?
Hi, my name is Bethran Chimezie, the owner of Wembley Football Viewing Center, the largest football viewing center in Abakaliki, located at 27 Udembezo Street, opposite to Oligo Secondary School. Also the CEO of Fobeco and Sons Royal Enterprise. I'm an entrepreneur and also I'm into agency banking and one of the top agents of First Money with First Bank Nigeria PLC. And I'm here at Reality Check with Fresh. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
We're getting 30 there.
30 from one person.
For one match, yes.
Okay.
We're getting 30 there.
That's like 15 naira for per match. That's 15 naira for first half, 15 naira for second half.
I don't know. All I know that each match will collect 30 naira. So from 30 naira, we'll now get to 50 naira, to 70 naira, to 100 naira, to 150. And we are in 200
naira present.
Yes, at the moment. So after setting up those places, people started coming. I have a lot of customers.
Okay.
People came from Istanbul to come and watch ball.
To watch football.
Yes, all the way from Istanbul. A lot of places. So because what I did was, I've studied the business very well, and I've been to other places very well, and I know what they lack
and what you need to implement.
Yes, and I needed what, and I know what I should do to get better.
Yes.
They are. So after then, I then came back. At a point, I made some money. I now passed my neighbor gen. I now bought a bigger gen because I passed my neighbor was burning my yes, because the light is not always
it's a very bad gen to use. You can stress yourself.
I swear. So after then, things keep on improving and so having a lot of customers. So at a point, I now think of a bigger space. I now have to expand. I now do some renovations, and you get to a point where I now have to buy bigger televisions because the television that we're using there is those Boss televisions. Those Boss televisions. Those televisions
you started using.
Yes, at least I was one of the first person that started using plasma TV
in Ebonyi State.
Yes, in Ebonyi State
for football.
Yes. I bought four. I ordered it from LG. That was in 2013. I went to Asaba and ordered 4 50 inches. So, and that was, I think that was the moment. That was the moment that brought
more people,
far and near. Because people were like, they used to, this mentality of where you watch ball is just a kind of, I don't know how do I say? A kind of obstructed place or places that people abandon. It's just a kind of abandoned place. So they don't really put in
interest in football.
So then I now do the expansion. I do all this, and I brought that television. So people started hearing, there's a place that are watching football with big television, big plasma. Those televisions is a television that you see in big man's house. So people were like, I'm surprised because of 15 naira business. They are now bringing those kind of televisions. Yes. So I now thought of it. I bought 4. And then one thing about football is then people only show 2 matches. And I thought of if I'm showing 4 matches
at once,
it will be an advantage to me. So whenever a customer comes to my place, he or she will not have any reason to
go to somewhere else.
Yes. So because sometimes they will play Arsenal might be playing the same time. Chelsea might be playing. Man U might be playing. Man City might be playing at the same time. So, and sometimes if you're not showing those matches, people will just come and Arsenal people will only Arsenal and Man U people will only watch. So the other two persons won't have a place to watch. So, and I thought of a situation where I can accommodate every interest in that football stuff. So, and the news keep on spreading in our back. There's a place in a lot of people. And I have other competitors as well.
Yes.
Around me, but unfortunately, they are no longer
in the
the competition was so.
It was
And one thing about the business again, what I did was, because of our electricity stuff here, and most of the people that used to showboat don't used to have a UPS. So I now came and bought 4 UPS so that interval that NEPA might take lights.
That you need to switch on.
Yes, you need to switch on.
So
so you need to sustain that moment because football goes with time. So and every moment there must be an action. And then take the advantage of it. People were like, wow, we haven't seen this way in any way before. So people were so happy about the way I came up with the packaging and all that. So, and if you come to a viewing center, you see bankers, you see policemen, you see army, you see DSS, you see doctors, you see a lot of people. It's just like on Saturday, it's just like a place where people come to relax, have fun, and catch all those gist and all stuff like that. Okay. So we did it that way. And it keep on going and growing to the point that we are now. So, and one basic thing I did again, at the point, there was some matches, sometimes DSTV will not have right to show. So, I'll have to, sometimes I used to show them. Most of the matches, I have to go online. And stream online. Yes. These are things that other viewing center,
they are not doing at that moment.
Yes, they've never done it anywhere.
They don't think about it.
So, but I was thinking ahead of
that
every moment,
proactive to see what is necessary ahead of you.
So that's how we came up to the point that we are today.
Okay.
So, and God has been really faithful.
All right. At this point, when you started your viewing center, have you, before you got married, I noticed that you are married already.
I don't know, I'm married.
You are married already. So before you got married, were there, being a what is it called, having a viewing center, did they limit you in any way? So or did you have mockery? No. Did people mock you? Look at this graduate opening a viewing center. You understand? All this kind of shame. Did they try to mock your business?
I never cared about those things.
Okay, but they were there in existence.
Yes, I think there should be. There should be. But sometimes they won't come to your face to tell you.